Warning: the No AC Only Fans podcast may include content not suited for non-mature audiences who can't take a joke. We would like to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. Enjoy.
Welcome in to the No AC Only Fans podcast, starring your boy, your main host, Christian Klein, and the same dude that's always sitting next to me or across the table, your co-host, Big Crispy, a.k.a. Big Simpin, a.k.a. Tyler Gumph.
Hey, I feel like I'm 50 years old right now. Come on now. Gonna add fucking about to be in a nursing home to that list.
Nursing home, as many names as you have, you should be in a home.
You ain't wrong. Don't forget our lovely guest, Rachel. That's always
Hey, we're gonna have to throw it back to the first episode. We got our boy Tony Colombini back on the podcast.
What's up, fans? What's up, fans? Glad to be back. It's been a while.
The best beer delivery guy we know.
Well, that's what they tell me.
He's even got the shirt to prove it.
Well, hello.
yeah, do you wear that shirt on the regular? Do you ever wear that while you're working?
Do you wear that shirt when you're working?
No. I've never seen you, but you just always be wearing random shirts.
Well, you know I'm a random kind of guy there, Crispy. You know,
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't look like you have a uniform at work.
I do. I'm normally dressed to the nines. You know, pleated pants and tie. I'm just kidding. That's a lie. That's bullshit.
I was going to say, that's some bullshit. If you had to deliver beer
I'm a fucking beer delivery guy. Yeah.
Well, what the fuck they usually wear if you think about it?
Well, you know, it's the standard...
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's a shirt and shorts or pants. It's what we
You can't
wear.
be walking up in there naked, huh?
There's a couple stores you want to do that in, though.
Well, yeah. Well, not stores, but strip joints, maybe.
Oh, strip joints. Oh, we going to get you up on the male stripping pole?
No, hell, maybe.
Come on, we'll get you a gig. We can find somebody out there.
I'm sure somebody will appreciate a 54-year-old man up there dancing.
So
Hey,
hold
yeah.
up, Tony.
We'll get you
Tony.
a nice little banana hammock. So here we go.
Whoa, hey, now you talk. There's limits there, Crispy.
You're pushing the limits,
Yeah.
You
man.
want to start stuffing some sides in that thing? Or
Hold
Whoa.
on. Hey, Tony. So,
Aunt Mel.
Tony, so I got a question for you.
Yes.
So, we had this stripper on the podcast in the past. I don't know if you listened to the episode, but she was telling us about how in Morgantown at this particular strip club, you could go in and watch them take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to know what's your thoughts on that, because I know you used to hang out at Cahoots.
Hey, don't fucking dog on Cahoots. That place was the shit.
Well,
I loved going to the bathroom and having that little Mexican stand in the corner.
Sorry if we,
Do you want some gum? Do you need some clothes?
sorry if we let go of some information that he
listen
didn't
here,
want
Klein.
to get out. But
Klein, if you would like me to retort to the question that you just asked me, at Cahoots, it was more of an eating establishment than a showering establishment. Hello.
Is that why they tore it down to main apartments?
Well, sure. Apparently the food wasn't that good.
that shit went down in history.
Yeah.
I dropped $90.
What did I have there? The fish.
I dropped $90 on a VIP dance at Cahoots one time.
90 bucks. Ooh, big spender.
Oh, it was a good time. Trust me, telling you.
Mr.
I missed that
Smoozer.
place.
Now, he spent the $90 on a fish dinner.
Hey, it was after a wedding. We all went there after a wedding and had a good time. It was definitely worth the $90.
Sure.
He's feeling some type of way about them $90 at Cahoots. Well, what'd she do? Tell you she loved you?
I'll just tell you, I went in there, you know, I still look nice from the wedding. I came out looking like a trade wreck, I'll tell you that. Looked like I just been through it.
Phil, you ever spend $90 on a lap dance?
Phil?
Yeah,
Tell
Phil.
us.
Phil.
Never $90. Maybe a cool 20.
I mean, shit, I should have went to the strip club
Maybe
Christian went with
that's why I never got any
label.
good lap dance.
You should have got that shower show for 40.
Yeah. I should have went with you in Label when Label was sucking on that girl's titty.
Oh, Lord. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
That girl was like, let me stick it in your mouth.
Did Label tell you that, or did the girl
The
tell you
girl was
that?
doing it, dude. She was wild.
How do you know? Was you sitting there beside Label?
Oh, I heard the story. Trust me.
Who's taking a shower now?
Shit.
Oof.
Hey, if they would have offered it to him, he would have took it.
I'm just saying, Morgantown's different with their strip clubs versus bullshit pasties here in Ohio. I'm so sick of that. Who wants to go to the strip club for see some fucking pasties?
Didn't always used to be pasties.
That's what I'm saying. We need some full nudity.
Our anonymous
We're a little
guest,
older.
Phil.
Oh, I'm sorry,
He's
Phil's here.
telling us all about it.
Phil just come wandering in out of nowhere.
We got an anonymous guest, Phil, in the background. He's going to fill in on his thoughts about what we're
Phil's
talking
missing an eye and 5 teeth. I mean, but Phil's a nice guy.
about. He likes to remain anonymous.
Romaine Anonymous.
I mean, besides the,
What's that,
I
Phil?
like Caesar.
Yeah, sure. Who don't like a nice Caesar?
besides Cahoots, what is the best strip club here in Columbus now, you think?
Oh, my God. Well, Aunt Mel.
Tony Colombini's
On
bedroom.
Georgesville that you can snatch some fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go, Phil.
It's
Where's that
bottoms
at?
off,
Oh, it's
down
what?
on Georgesville.
What is it? What do
have
they
the
do?
sign up right across from the casino.
Candy store.
No,
Oh, is that
not
the
the candy store? Is it the candy store?
I think it's the candy
Is that the
store.
BYOB place?
Yes.
I don't know. It's bottoms off, and they say
Bottoms off.
strip club. It's on their sign. Snatch some fun.
I'm gonna have to
Snatch
go
some
see that.
fun.
Shit.
There
Hey, I'll
you
tell
go.
you. You want a fucking strip club story?
Classy, fucking classy beyond belief.
I
That is
bet.
pretty classy.
Yeah.
The worst strip club. We went to a strip
Snatch
club
some fun.
for my brother's wife's birthday, and
Oh, boy.
they told her it was her birthday, obviously. So she was up on
Oh, hey, look
she
at
was up
this.
on stage, and they was doing dances for everybody. The guy that was DJing literally came up and
Mel just showed some ass.
literally came up and sniffed the chair she was sitting in.
Oh,
What?
DJ, she got to dance like all the girls were dancing on her, and he was like announcing. He was like,
we
"Oh,
got our own strip club here. I mean,
Phew. He was like, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. And he goes up and he picks up the chair to move it off stage and literally puts his face on the fucking seat and sniffs it.
It's
and goes,
Chris's sniff
damn,
mark.
that smells good. I was like, motherfucker, that's weird. You can't be doing
that
that.
is foul.
Well, why can't you? It's all no holds barred there.
I don't know, man.
Scratch
That's
and
the one
sniff
weird
strip
DJ.
club.
That man needs to be in jail or something.
Might
Shit.
already be.
He might be taking pictures of the girl while they working.
Maybe he wanted to smell a scent he liked.
Oh, God.
I'm not quite sure where you went with that, Klein, but okay.
But I mean, what do you really have? Because I really haven't been to a strip club in a long time, just because, like I said, Ohio sucks with their
Well,
clubs.
shit, the last time I was at a strip club was like 14 years ago.
Well, see, then you probably don't know.
Well,
Tell
it
us
was
about the
actually
good
even
old
longer than
days, Phil.
Come on,
that.
Phil.
It was when I was getting married.
He's like, Phil, these nuts.
They actually grabbed me, brought me on stage, took my belt off me, put it around my neck, and like tried to choke the fuck
Hey,
out of
that sounds like a good time.
me. It was a good time. My father-in-law was right there rooting me on.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
hell yeah. I mean,
Oh,
shit.
Phil.
I'm trying to get some stripper to choke me out.
Bob.
Hey,
He was like, Phil,
if you got an
take that,
OnlyFans
Phil.
or a stripper, you know, and you want to choke Big Crispy out, hit me up at 6.
Shit, we're going to need a boat rope, not a belt.
Whatever gets the job done.
That's right, Chris.
Hey, you know what's
That's
weird though? You see those kids that what was that movie Robin Williams in where his kid was addicted to jerking off like that?
Oh,
Robin Williams was in a movie and his kid died. His kid dies in it because he puts the belt around his neck and is
no,
doing
that's
the
actually
thing.
what happened in his real life, dude.
Oh, that happened in his
that's
real
a-
life?
You didn't know
I
that?
thought that was just in the movie.
No, that was not a movie.
That happened to my guidance counselor too.
Because I remember he's. Wait, like to his kid or himself in general?
No, that's not. He's lying.
Okay, so that's the thing, though. You can't be doing that. They say you can't be doing that solo dolo. You got to have somebody around. Make sure you don't kill yourself.
You're right, Crispy. You need a spotter.
Which is fucked up to think about.
It is. You need a spotter.
Hey man, I'm
Christ.
about to go jerking and choke myself. Come and check on me in 5 minutes. If I'm not moving, please call 911.
Motherfucker, you about to hang from that ceiling, it's gonna fall.
Not like that, man. You usually put it on a door or something.
A door? How do you know?
How do you know?
Because that's what you ever see. That's all you ever see on those.
What do you see? Where are you seeing?
Where are you seeing this
It's
shit?
been in multiple movies. This
I swear to
What
God.
movies are you
Any
watching?
movie that this happens.
Phil, have you ever seen anyone strangling themselves?
Not a single damn one.
That's a lie.
No.
Be crispy. You need to get yourself checked out.
Dude, trust me, I would not do
What
that. I
fucking
couldn't
movies
do
are
that.
you watching?
For
It's
real?
not on
What do you
HBO.
want?
I mean, all sorts of movies. What are you talking
It's
about?
not on HBO, I guarantee that.
I'm telling you, it's an
that's
older
even a
movie. I
stretch
think
for
it's
Skinamax.
Older.
shoot. Yeah, it's older. I mean, it might have been on TV. I don't know. I remember seeing it in that, and then there was the one with Robin Williams, where there was a scene portrayed where he walks in on his son doing it, and his son's dead.
Is that really what happened in real life?
I don't. Well, in his real life, that's what he's choked himself with a belt.
Well,
But I don't
Robin
think he had
Williams,
his
but
dick
not
in
his son.
hand.
Not his son. I'm
Oh,
talking
in
you
the
about
talking
his
about
son.
when he killed himself, or?
That's what I thought he was talking about.
No. He's talking about for pleasure.
No, yeah, no. There was a
For pleasure.
Christian,
there was a movie.
it's like that.
There was a movie. He was portraying where his son choked himself while beating himself off, and he died.
You better check out that movie.
I don't remember what it is. Check out what movie.
Well, apparently you saw.
Okay,
watched
well,
it.
I'll Google it. Goddamn.
He
Google
probably
it right
seen it
now.
on spankme.com.
Can we talk about your carpal tunnel?
What?
Can we talk about the carpal tunnel?
Why we gotta talk about some fucking
Because I was
carpal tunnel?
making some fucking great jokes at that graduation party today. Let's
Yeah,
think
you're
about that.
hilarious.
What, a big CC's graduation?
Yeah, because I said, what
can't
happened
wait
to your
to hear
wrist? You
these
got
jokes.
carpal tunnel? She said, yeah. I said, you was doing a little bit of this and a little bit of this. Too much, got carpal tunnel.
What's that mean? What do you mean, Crispy? What's a
I'm
little
sure
bit of
you've
this,
seen a
little
couple
bit
of
of
those. I'm sure you've seen somebody do a little
that?
bit
You don't
of
do
that.
anything unless there's a belt involved, apparently.
No, I said I've never done it. I would never attempt to do it myself.
But you thought about it.
You
'Cause
done
you brought it
spent
up.
too much time on spankme.com.
No.
He's feeling good.
Bullshit. Remember
Like
how
he
you was
should.
talking about how you wanted to bring somebody on a leash to the pool party?
Yeah, what happened
That
with
is
that, Big
different,
Chris?
okay? If a girl wants to walk around with a collar and a leash, that's something different. I'm down for that.
Oh my. Okay, I'm out. All right, Crispy. That's it.
You want to watch a woman on a
Really?
leash?
Why?
You tell me if Mela didn't ask you and said, I want to wear a leash and a collar.
For real?
I want to wear a leash and a collar. Are you okay with it? Would you go out in public with her?
No.
No. Fuck no.
I'll take my cat or my dog on a leash or
I'm
something.
telling you,
But
he
not-
does spend too much time on
He
spankme.com.
must be on that way too much.
No, I'm telling you.
Googling Robin Williams
Listen.
right now.
Yeah.
No, some people literally they like that shit. Some
And apparently you do too.
Talk
It's
about
cool.
some people, he's talking about himself.
You walk your dog, not your wife.
Hey, if she was down with it and she's a freak,
Man,
them
and
goth girls are
I
freaky
guarantee
like
you
that.
she will not let her know.
That's the type of girl I like, a little goth girl. You know, she may want to be.
So that's
choked
why
like
you're
that.
single.
No,
We ain't never seen you with one.
Someone like that.
You're not walking anybody down the street but yourself, big fella.
anyways, the movie, by the way, is World's Greatest Dad.
World's greatest dad.
Sounds
Yeah, it's like one of his most iconic movies.
Yeah.
That's one you haven't seen?
No, I have not.
Well, you
seen
got to
it.
check it out because
Phil will
there
check
you
that
go.
out.
Well, I don't know that I really want to based on the content that you're presenting.
Absolutely.
What do you mean? It's just the like. What's wrong with it?
I don't
What
know.
do you mean?
Because
What's
it's more.
wrong with
It's
it?
more than just some kid killing himself because he was jerking off.
Doesn't sound like the world great.
But is that what
He's like a
really
teacher
happened
or
to his
something
son? Basically, is that what?
No,
really
that's
No,
what
he was
that's
talking
what happened
about
to
Robin Williams
to Robin
himself.
Williams. He actually choked himself with a belt.
Oh, he killed himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Depression is not a joke. We'll clarify that.
We know.
We'll go ahead and
If you're
take that. And I
seeking
agree
anything, please
100%.
reach out to someone. I mean, we just got to clarify
Do
that.
not reach out to Crispy.
Oh my
That's
god.
fucked up, Tony. Come on.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
I've talked to many.
You know
people,
I love you, bro.
I know you love me. But no, you tell me you would be weirded out if I brought a girl around and she was wearing a collar or had a leash.
Weirded out, dude. I would
Just a little
kick.
bit.
Yeah, I'd kick you off my street.
You really kicked me out the street.
You damn right.
Damn,
You don't
Tony.
treat a woman
you
like
gotta,
that.
Hey,
real.
that's how they want to be treated. It's
No, it's not.
God,
No, it's
crispy.
not.
How they want to be
You're telling
treated?
okay,
No,
you're telling me girls walking around with the collar on are doing that because somebody's forcing them to do it?
Could be.
No, they fucking do it because they like it.
Okay,
I've never seen
Okay,
it.
that's true.
I've
I think
never
that's true.
seen a woman with a collar and a leash on.
Because you're looking in the wrong places.
I feel like
Where the
going to
fuck
the-
are you looking?
You're going to the wrong
All over.
website.
You're just not into that type of people.
all right, I think.
I mean, no.
all right, so
Oh, go ahead, Klein. I can't wait to hear what you got.
okay, so I feel like if it's the type of girl that would be okay with coming to a pool party on a leash, I think it's because she wants to.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think she might be into
Or
that
any
or
kind of
whatever.
party, Phil.
yeah,
She was
any
down.
type of part. If it's something like that, but I'm not saying. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, but most normal people ain't gonna be down for that shit.
Most normal people, yes. But when she asks you if you're okay with it, are you okay if
She's
I
a
wear a
freak of
leash
the
and a collar?
month.
Then you kind of just got to deal with that. And
so
it's
she just
it's
comes
more-
out of the blue and says,
Yes, that's how it went.
says, "Hey,
I'd be
can you put me on a leash and take me
I agree,
out?"
Phil.
She was wearing a collar and she says, I like to do this.
Hi, Kens.
And it was like one of those things where it was just like, yeah, I would do it.
Yeah.
I told Christian, I said, I'll meet you out for dinner, Christian, and I'll bring her out like that to dinner.
If she's into that and she brings it up, then maybe it's her fantasy and that's okay. But
Right.
But you know what? The thing is, it's a lot more popular than it appears to be. A lot of people like to do that.
Right.
well, let's take a quick commercial break.
You're taking a commercial break 20 minutes in? What
We've
is
only
wrong
been
with
20
you?
minutes in.
Not even 20 minutes.
All right.
Mackenzie has joined the party.
Tell them what's up, Kens.
Hey,
Well, there
Is
you
that
go.
all you got is, hey,
my name's Mackenzie. What else do you want to know, Dad?
I'm Sagittarius. I like to go boating, and
I like the Mighty Duck.
I like the Mighty Ducks, and
I love animals.
True,
There
Dad.
you go. You got more animal facts than any human being I've ever met.
how fast can a cheetah run, Mackenzie?
Up to 70, 75 miles per hour.
And how long can they
I wish
run?
I could run 70, 75 miles.
Wish you could run.
You ain't wrong. Shit. Give me about a couple
Kinda
steps, and
lighter.
then I might break my ankle
Only
or
like
something.
a
Oh, I think
minute.
it'll be a minute.
Yeah.
Can I have one?
That's my last one.
Oh.
Mr. Colombini is dying over here. You got
I'm good.
water in your ears or something?
No.
That's what it looked like. Shit. This show is dysfunctional.
You're
Jeez.
you're dysfunctional.
I'm pretty dysfunctional.
Did I ruin it?
No,
No, you're good.
my life is dysfunctional. Let's be honest. But it's summer break, everybody's starting to get out and enjoy the summer. I think I think one thing we forgot to mention though so far, I kind of feel like, did you tell Tony the story about the two crackheads trying to run up on you this week?
I did not.
We gotta hear that story.
Oh my god! Who doesn't like a good crackhead story?
Listen,
You're not wrong.
and you know all about it because you drive a truck.
I drive a beer delivery truck.
But still,
The beer delivery.
we're not going to condone who we work for. But anyway, I was driving home. This was over on the west side, and I just so happened to pass by Cypress.
Not Cyprus, it's Cyprus.
Cypress, whatever way you would like to. We went by the west side. We went by the bottoms, and it was pretty close to there.
Did you see Johnny's girlfriend while we was out
Are you
there?
gonna let him finish the story?
Yeah.
Belt rope guy.
Anyway, I pull up to this parking lot because I had to piss real quick, but I was in a rush, so I get out the car, or whatever I was driving. I get out. I run towards the door. Some bitch is getting kicked out because she's on the phone crying, talking shit to her boyfriend. over on the west side. Then all of a sudden, in this fucking parking lot, there's some bushes.
You got about one more West Side crack there, bro, and that's it. It's on.
Have you been down there? Come on.
Yeah. My uncles still live down there. I was there Monday.
But I heard.
We were there today.
Listen, I was talking with some old dude.
Today.
I was talking.
Did you,
with,
Phil?
I was talking with some old dude today, and apparently it's flipped. The bottoms is now where all the property value is high, and now the hilltop is the ghetto area.
Right. It's
And it's
Franklinton. No.
Franklinton.
Whatever.
Franklinton.
To do.
Nice, Phil.
Anyways,
I thought the bottoms is Franklinton, and the hilltop is hilltop.
No, Franklinton is
The bottoms.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. The bottoms,
Right.
and then hilltop is hilltop.
It is.
Okay,
Do you know why they call it the hilltop?
because of the
When they call it
go
the
down.
bottoms?
Yeah,
Right.
the bottom. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that Christian Klein is a genius. Smart guy.
That's why I'll kick your ass in every debate we ever do.
Oh,
No. Whoa. Back
Oh,
up,
boy.
Buck. Back up, Buck. You got
Here
your
it
horn.
goes.
And, whoa.
Wait to hear
Here he
this.
goes.
I think you got to finish the story first off. 'Cause there was
Debate.
bushes.
Okay.
We'll
First of
move
all,
into a debate.
spell it.
Anyway, these two crackheads pop out the side of the parking lot, and I'm walking back to the truck, and they're like, "Hey, you!" And then they start sprinting towards me. And then I was like, "I ain't got time to talk," and I just hop back in the truck and I speed off.
That's what I would have done.
And then they just started yelling at the truck as I was leaving, like,
Damn you, brown truck.
about-
Damn you.
it was about 9 o'clock. It was getting dark.
Do you think he was going to get stabbed?
I mean, there was two of them and one of me, and I ain't got no gun or no self-defense.
I would have kicked their ass if I was you.
Bullshit, motherfucker.
Really crispy.
You should have thrown out a package
You
or something.
would have had enough trouble getting back in the truck.
Nah.
Klein, note to self. Keep like crack or extra bottles of beer just to throw out to them that way.
It's like dog treats. It's like dog treats. Here's
What
a
is
fucking
this, a
gram.
goddamn parade? Give a cake to the children?
Whatever.
Here's a gram. Leave me alone.
Yeah, hey, boys, I got something for you. Just throw it out there. You're good.
I guess that's a good point.
Well, it is. You know, preparedness. Always have to be prepared.
I guess I got to give treats to the crackheads now. We're duly noted.
It is.
I mean, do you carry dog or cat treats?
Those aren't dogs or cats, so that wouldn't help.
Well, I know, but I'm
Well, I
saying
don't think
like
that's a question he asked
a lot of people carry that shit, for animals and stuff. Maybe that's something you got to put on your list. Is a
Sure.
little bit of drugs.
He's going to get up in the morning. He's like, okay, dog treats, popsicles.
got 2 crack rocks here. We got it. We're
I
good.
got a couple bowls,
Like keys.
couple pipes. Yeah,
Your work asks you, why is there a couple crack rocks in the truck? Hey, listen, that's for crack. If they try to run up on me,
Do you see this route you got me on?
I'm surprised there ain't more in there. Shit. Got to have it preloaded in a pipe or something. You make it easy.
Man, I
for
packed
them.
this bowl for you. It's all ready. Let's go.
I got you a spoon with a little bit of some shit in it.
Oh my god.
Oh, geez.
That was
Oh,
the
so
worst.
that's funny
dude.
that you said that.
What
Oh,
happened?
boy.
Oh my lawn. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah, my Lanta, Phil. So, I'm delivering to this place called. I probably shouldn't say that because I could probably get in whatever.
I can believe it.
So, Whitehall police bum rushed this woman that was just in the store I was delivering to. She had a needle in her arm.
Why they bum rush her?
Ew.
She had the needle in her arm buying shit at the grocery store when I was delivering the beer. And a baby in the truck.
Oh, my God.
Nuh-uh, that's
Oh.
See, that's where I think it's very fucked up. It's like, if you want to fuck up your life, that's your problem.
So, what I said to the cops, I said, are you guys going to take that needle out of her arm or what? Hey, it's Aunt Mel.
What's going on, Mel?
Dressings in your garden. Salad dressing.
Oh, you hungry for some salad?
Oh,
There's some
here we
Olive
go.
Garden Italian, right?
I think it is. Aunt.
Don't even start talking about no tossing or no salad.
I was not going there with that one.
Twice.
First off.
Hey, that's where I thought you was going.
No. Come on. Twice
would you like
what?
to introduce Aunt Mel?
No.
Well, yeah, if she wants to be on camera.
Nope.
That's up to her.
Nope.
Come on, it's not like it's like you just woke up or something.
She's standing next to Phil. They want to remain anonymous.
Is it unlocked?
I believe so. But I'm
When
not
is
real-
Tony's car not unlocked?
He better. Yeah, he knows.
Anyway, but on a serious note,
Isn't that how you lost a car once?
Shut up, Phil.
Your car got robbed?
I didn't get robbed.
it got stolen.
You got carjacked?
I'm gonna let.
It was not his car. It was his golf clubs that got stolen.
Oh,
Right.
They just
Oh,
happened to be
damn.
his
shit,
car.
that's just as important.
Yeah.
Phil, would you like to tell the story?
I just did.
Oh no, it was a short version.
Well, I never saw it.
Okay, next story.
I think you got to tell us a couple of them jokes that you always be telling that we never get to tell. on
Hey,
air.
shout out
Who's
to
that?
the crackheads
little,
because
you
y'all
know,
always got the best
squeeze it up.
Facebook statuses.
I'll give you one.
And the little what is the Irish drinking one? That one's pretty good.
Oh, you know where the hey,
Hey.
you're drinking out of the bottle tonight. So Tiger Woods and Bill Clinton are in a golf outing, right? Tiger Woods and Bill Clinton end up at the urinal together. Bill Clinton looks over at Tiger and goes, "Hey, Tiger, how do you get your dick to look so nice, thick, and round? And how do you do that?" And Tiger goes, "Well, every night when I go home and I take it and I whap it 3 times on the side of the bed post." Bill's like, "Oh, that's nice to know. I thought I might try that sometime."
Don't shut your car, not me.
So Bill, he goes home and he's feeling a little frisky and he takes his dick and he knocks it like 3 times on the side of the bedpost. Hillary wakes up and goes, "Hey, Tiger, is that you?"
That's fine.
That was a good one. I
jeez.
did enjoy that.
Well, I'm sorry. It took a while to get there, but, it's kind of funny. Hey,
No, it's
Tiger,
still
is that
good.
you?
What about the little
Salad dressing.
the little Irish woman?
Are you sure it's not
the
inside
little
now?
Irish man.
Hey, I've got to help Aunt Mel find the fucking dressing.
Now, man. That is the camera. How rude. Do you have a question for us, Mel? I want to know if you ever have
Where's
anything,
my salad dressing? That's my
something that you want to know that you may never got answered before.
They're asking me
There's probably millions of questions she ain't got.
You,
to answer.
that's what I'm saying. Any question you could ask her.
Where to begin?
You're killing me. You want to take a quick
Let's
commercial
take
break
a
while
quick
Tony's
commercial
finding the
break.
salad?
We'll be right back at the Colombini garage.
It would help if I unmuted.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
It's almost like that podcast we did with your dad that we forgot to record an hour of.
Got a little too faded.
Ooh, wee.
In further discussion of the girl with the leash off air at that time, yeah, the reason it did not work out, like I said, we met up, we went out to lunch. This was probably like our 3rd time meeting up or something. And she just seemed like she was really off, like something was wrong with her.
Oh, she was mad because they brought out 2 bowls. One had water in it, and one had food.
3 times.
I mean,
3 times?
Yeah, come on, Chris.
Something just seemed off with her, and I was like, "Are you good?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Blah blah blah, and like still talking to her, whatever. Like we kind of split ways that day, and like I was like, "Damn, like something's wrong with her." Was still chit chat with her.
Why did you split ways?
Well, I'm saying like because she lives like almost an hour away. She lives on like
That was the deal breaker right there.
no, it wasn't the deal breaker.
laugh at
It was
me
just
and-
like
Hey, I realized she was a little bit off when you went on the
get you.
3rd date with her.
no, it was just she was about 50 minutes away. So like I went, I visited her. Blah blah.
So
blah.
did she get real nervous when you go around like a puppy park or anything?
No, she didn't get nervous. But no, like she just seemed off.
Yeah,
And like
with the laser pointer.
we were still chit chatting. But the next day I
That was a
really
good one,
like
Phil.
I really didn't hear from her. The next day I was like, man, what's going on? Like I ain't hear from her. And the next thing you know, like 2 days go by, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? The 3rd day she texts me, she goes, sorry, I've been away. She's like, I might not be able to respond for a week or so. And I was like, the fuck's that supposed to mean? So I texted back.
2 hours.
Yeah, so I texted back.
He
and I was
knows
like,
a thing or two about that, Phil, huh?
I texted her back, and hey, that is not the first girl I visited in the mental hospital. You ain't wrong.
I thought maybe she went to like Puppy Palace or something.
no,
for a training
Wait.
course.
You visited her?
No, that's what I'm saying. And then, like, I found out where she was at or whatever, and, like, I ended up getting, she called me one day, and we were kind of chit-chatting, so I was like, okay, let's see what's up. So I went to see her. She was in the fucking mental hospital.
So
with
you
some
did go
issues.
see her.
Yes.
You did go see her, you fucker.
I never said I did it. I'm saying this is not the first one I went to see in the mental hospital.
Of course it's not.
You need to make better choices on people that you go.
For real.
So anyways, I went to
We
see
need to
her.
hear about some of these past incidences.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, well, I went to see her, and then, like, dude, it was just like a completely different person. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with her? So, like, she got out, and, like, we
Maybe it's
literally
getting
just,
away
like,
from you.
I don't
No.
know. Like, she got out, and then we literally just, like, stopped talking. It just, like, it just dissipated. Which was probably for the best. I mean, I can't take another crazy in my life, okay?
Well, you know.
Well, shit, you ain't taking the right steps to make sure they ain't around either.
Collar and the leash were the
That is not enough. That's attractive.
Phil,
Crispy.
There
first
is
thing
nothing
is,
wrong with the collar.
what
and the
he needs
leash.
to get is a checklist.
I will never
Okay,
understand.
crazy?
I will never.
You know, everybody has preferences, right? Some people like to get shit on, aka one of our friends.
Whoa.
Okay.
Another somebody.
That's an odd friend we got. That's his thing, okay?
Our,
Could have been,
our
you know,
friends
could have been an
famous.
incident, you
a
know.
leash and a collar?
That's better. A leash and a collar is better than getting shit on.
Yeah, we got a friend
None
that
of
likes.
it's okay.
We got a friend that likes
when
to
you
get
gotta compare
pooped
the
on.
two.
All right.
Huh?
There
What'd you
is
say?
that is a fetish. I can't right now.
Yeah. Would you?
recall what
Okay.
they
Would
call
you?
it.
Would you rather my girl?
It's called
would you
a
rather
Cleveland
be pissing in
steamer.
my girl's mouth or me
Or the
walking around with the girl
Dirty
on the leash and the
Sanchez.
collar?
Yeah, the Cleveland Steamer.
Yeah. That's okay. That's what I'm
The
saying.
only
but-
thing I like about Cleveland are the Browns.
Honestly, are going to compare the two things?
Which one's worse?
Getting shit on.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I will
but
never get shit on.
exactly. I would never get shit on either.
Would you ever walk around with the leash?
No!
What
So you're telling me, would you rather?
Guess
if
what
you
he's
were-
saying?
Walking single. That's what I would be.
No, if
What
you
he's
were.
asking is, what if you had to
Would you
choose a
rather?
pick? Which would
I
you?
don't gotta choose nothing.
Well, no,
would
that's
you
just a
rather?
question.
You have to
Me,
choose
I would
one.
rather have the leash.
Well, yeah, but I mean, nobody's gonna shit on me.
How about that? How about this one?
He's been shit on his whole life. Believe
How about this one? How about this one? You're 5 inches deep in your mom, and your dad's 5 inches deep in you.
Whoa.
Which way are you going to get out?
it. Whoa!
What is wrong with you?
Oh my God, Crispy! Where do you come up with this
He
shit?
asked me that shit one time and I just didn't answer.
I wouldn't
No
answer
answer
either.
to that fucking
The's not.
That's the
fucked
point.
up
That's the point. It's a
Phil.
fucked up. This is a fucked up podcast.
So what would you do? Hold on, no. I'm asking you the same question.
Hey, he's gonna walk
I would
towards
not
his
go
mama.
backwards.
So
I'd
you go
probably
up in
have
He's
your mom?
gonna walk into
And your
his
mom?
mama.
I wouldn't want to.
That's
But if you're
gross.
stuck in that situation,
Why are you putting yourself in that situation?
you don't know what you could wake up to. You know, it's like
Whoa.
some soul shit. You might get kidnapped one day and then wake up to some weird
There's
shit.
one fucked up family situation.
It is.
Some human centipede
I'm
type shit.
concerned.
Kiddo,
Don't be
I'm with you.
concerned. It's okay.
Concerned? This guy's got issues.
I don't have issues. It was a
Give
joke.
yourself a collar
It
and
was
a
a
leash
funny
and you're
question.
there. I mean, come on.
Listen, I'm
But you
not
still
saying
haven't
that I
answered
would. No, because you have to be
still
the right.
answer the question.
You'd have
What
to be
would
the
you
right
do?
type of girl. I told you I would go forward.
And your mom?
Hey, going backwards.
Hey, I mean, at least he's being honest and he's answering it.
Yeah, shit. You didn't say nothing.
Hey, there's got to be a way you can slide out of that situation.
You.
It's either you slide forward or you slide back. You got two choices.
How about no?
How about new?
Okay. What about a simpler one? You're saying a collar and a leash is weird, and
It is kinda weird.
Pooping's weird too. But there's
It is.
also the piss
But guess
fetish.
what? We all fucking
That's
poop.
fucking weird too.
Yeah, but what if so if your wife came up to you and said, "Hey, piss on me," would you do it?
Is she being stung by a jellyfish?
No, she just liked it sexually.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't.
No.
How do you know? What did she just
Oh,
say?
believe me, I've
You
tried to
never
piss
know
on
what
her
her
one
deep
time.
dark
No.
fantasy is. Do you tell
Probably
people?
wouldn't do it.
Do you tell people your deepest, darkest fantasy?
He leaves that
Exactly.
for www.pornhub.com.
I'm not saying it's weird. I'm not saying, but you have a fantasy, maybe, that you would want to do that somebody else has.
Crispy, I do agree.
He's right. He's right. He's right.
Everybody does have different
Everybody
things that they
does.
like, But
I've always put out my fantasies 100%.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But if some girl, any
can you
random
stuff
girl,
Jim Hardball up my ass?
And fuck you.
but no, like if any girl came up to me and was like, "I want to wear a leash and a collar," it has to be the right girl to do it. If some fucking 5-figure blonde straight businesswoman came up to me and was like, "I like to wear a leash and a collar," I ain't fuck with
Hey,
it.
I got a quick question for you. Does it matter that they're a girl now, or they used to be a girl?
Oh, that's a,
What
that is a, that
You
is
gotta
something-
call people what they want to be called. Now.
That is
So
something
we call that a
will get you
neutered
that would get
male.
you in trouble. See, that question is going to raise some flags on this podcast and get people in trouble.
What?
But
Who's it gonna get in trouble?
if whoever wants to do it, cool for you, but that ain't for me. I stick to the woman. We're gonna
Listen,
be that.
I'm all about what
So
you want to
is
do
that
or
a
how
new
you feel or
gender?
whatever.
What?
But
Is that a new gender?
No, I'm saying just women in general. You got to be born a woman. I'm not gonna sleep with some guy that turned into a
Call
girl.
us old fashioned,
hold on,
but we
Crispy,
like
what if
our
he was
chicks
hot as hell?
without dicks.
and you didn't know.
I've seen some trannies that be looking fucking like girls, and you would never know it. But I still
Right.
would not do it. If I found out, I would
So
not
are you
do
gonna
it.
go? Are you gonna back up or are you gonna go forward?
Oh, that's fucked.
I'm just asking.
Hey, I couldn't do that.
It's
As
just
soon
a
as I would see
question.
that situation, I'd be gone.
All right, Big Chris and Tony. Say this was back in your older days. Say you got
About
fucked
2
up,
days ago.
or your younger days.
Sure.
Sorry, yesterday.
Got it. I'll take that. Thank you.
Last birthday when you turned 28.
Thank you.
So, say you would have went out to a bar, you got fucked up and you was single and you was rocking with somebody, you had those beer goggles on.
Get it? Get it?
You went up and talked to somebody and you thought they was looking good. They went home.
Oh, you're saying I
And
went home and flopped with them?
Just listen. Say they was rocking with something a little bit bigger than what you had.
Well, first of all,
But you thought the whole time that was Rebecca.
Hey, I
didn't know he was Ben.
Exactly. So what you gonna do? You fight?
Well, first of all, I don't know if I'm gonna fight
Oh
him.
my god.
That's fucked up. I think you have to disclose that. Like, that should be a thing. You have to disclose that
I
shit.
think that's in the movie.
Exactly. You should. But do you really think they're doing that though?
No,
What is this, the Hunger Games now or what?
I don't think they're doing
This
that
shit
at
is
all.
really
Or the
going
crying
on
game.
out here right now.
It is, bro. People
This
really
shit's
be doing
going
that.
on.
I don't
think
know if I
anybody's
feel
trying to
like
trick
they have
nobody.
to disclose that.
Why wouldn't they?
What do you mean?
Okay, but
Like,
that, I
just
mean,
right
that's
off
like,
the
Because that's
bat,
being
like-
deceiving.
Like, hi, I'm Rachel and I'm a tranny.
Hi,
No, not that.
What?
But what if?
if you were going to get in a
Rachel, I
relationship,
knew that.
Okay,
someone-
I don't
about
think
you.
you need to disclose
Nothing.
that.
if you were
What'd you
going
say?
to,
Wait,
Nothing.
wait, what'd you
I
say?
knew that about you.
if you was going to be in a relationship with somebody, you would disclose that up front,
Not-
because that minute they find out, they are going to be pissed off and leave you.
Yeah, that's
Well, hey,
That is
whoa,
something
bud,
you
there's
would
a
have
dick
to-
there.
I don't think they need to say
Exactly.
that when they meet you, but like
No,
you
but
gotta
if
start
it
kissing.
starts-
Well,
and-
when stuff
escalate.
starts to get
Yeah,
like a,
intimate,
That's
yeah.
just
I
a
think
courtesy.
That's probably a conversation that they would have.
That's a courtesy. Yes.
yeah,
that's probably
I
a
think you
hard
should do that.
conversation.
that's a good way to get that ass
I'm
whooped.
sure it is. I'm sure it is a hard situation for some people, and I'm sure there's people out there that had the
Crispy,
surgery and
I
stuff
agree 100%.
that sleep with people, and the person will never know, and that's a little fucked up. That's like sleeping with somebody if you had STDs and not telling them.
What you
I
do a
don't
lot.
think that's.
But anyway.
I mean, it's close. If you hooked up with a random person at the bar, and then
sure,
you
we're having a
didn't
good
know,
time talking and shit like that.
I'll
I
do
get
that.
that, and you sit there and that happened to me. And they go, "Well, I just want to let you know I'm packing penis."
and then it'd be cool. We can be friends, but I ain't trying to fuck.
Okay, I'll see you at the ball game next week. No.
Exactly. I don't have anything
I
against
think
it.
it should be up front, man.
I think you can be friends with somebody.
They should roll that right up front.
That's just the
But
way
in the same token, if you got any type of questions about a certain person, that's a dude. If you got one thought in your head, like, something.
Man, he's got a really...
That's a motherfucking dude.
Christian, he's got a really nice ass butt.
You gotta do
That's
your
a
due
dude.
diligence and say, hey.
Because there ain't never been a time in my life where I've looked at a real woman and been like,
Do you think it's wrong?
Hell, you got a real woman.
If you think it's right,
I
if
know
you
I
have
got a real
speculation-
woman, but you guys understand what I'm saying. It's like one of those things where
I actually
you can
almost
tell.
think... I think you can tell.
You can tell.
I'm going to agree with Klein on this one.
Right, but I'm saying, like, do you think it's wrong? Say you were at the bar, you were talking to somebody, and you had a feeling, but you've been having a conversation with them for 10, 15 minutes.
If I've got a feeling,
You think it's wrong if I
within the
ask
first
you?
10 minutes?
You think it would be wrong for me to come out and ask directly, like,
What's your
I have
gender?
a question?
No.
Yeah, do you think that's a wrong question to ask nowadays?
That
Or
would
do
be
you
a
think,
big turnoff.
do you
It
think
would.
too many? Well,
But
okay,
like,
but if
yeah,
you're
but-
trying to, you're trying to be
If it
confirmed.
was somebody that was not of another gender or
if you
whatever,
if that's a real girl
ask
and you're
that
like,
to
did
somebody-
you used to be a
that's
man?
gonna be a turnoff.
Maybe you can't ask that, but maybe be like, is there anything I need to know about?
Well,
Yeah, but is that even-
it
is
should
that
be on
worse?
them.
Well, that's
I mean,
what I'm
they should be
saying.
able to
Like,
say that.
that's what I'm saying. Would that be where they have
That
to?
should be right off Jump Street.
They
man.
should be the
Hey,
one
man, I'm
that-
having a good conversation with you.
Right.
I enjoy
Yeah,
what
I
we're
just
talking
wanna let
about. Hey,
So they're obligated to tell you. That's what we're
I
coming
feel
to.
like it.
I think they should. I shouldn't say they, but that person.
I mean,
that
that's probably
individual.
the best.
But I mean,
the best way to classify.
when it comes down to Mr. T and I, back in the day, that would be like them saying they had a STI.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
But
And
these
that- and
type of
that's what I'm talking
conversations
about.
didn't go
There's-
on 30 years ago.
No.
And there's
hell
people
no.
that get arrested for that nowadays, though.
They are.
For sleeping with somebody having a disease, not telling them, and they get it.
But
That's
I
not the
honestly feel like if anybody
It's
is
not
in
the
that
same,
proper
but it's
situation,
just
nobody's
as
tried to
fucked
trick
up.
anybody.
Right.
I
What's
don't
your
think
what's your
anybody's
stance
tried
on
to
it,
trick
baby?
anybody.
What's your stance on it? How do you think that should go? How do you think?
How do I think?
How
About
do
the
you,
situation, the
what do you think
conversation,
about
what
the
we're talking about.
situation? Well, how do you think it should go down?
I agree that there should be a conversation, but I also feel like that's kind of selfish to just put all the pressure on them. Like maybe other people should. Maybe you should.
Whoa.
Wait,
What?
what? What do you mean all the pressure on them?
Well, they should have to do this. They should have to do that. How about we all just, like, you know how people are using pronouns now, like he, she, that kind of thing. Maybe we should all consider
I
doing
prefer
something like
shim.
that. I'm being serious.
So you think everybody should
was a
have
little
that
rude,
conversation?
That was fucked
Everybody.
up. I shouldn't have said that.
No.
So
I want to know right from the grip, man. If I'm talking to you and we're having a good time or whatever, that's great. But hey, I like females, and if you're not, let me know. That should be no.
If you were going to go out of the norm of a male and female system,
yeah,
if you're going to go out of that norm, then you need to put it out there. I mean, why would it be like for a guy? I just want to make sure. You like guys?
okay.
I mean,
see,
'cause-
If you're talking to somebody,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you've been at bars before. You've been in situations where somebody's like, maybe gay or something. They hit on you. You're like,
Excuse me.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been hit on by girls.
And you're like, I appreciate it. I don't have a problem with what you're doing, but I just don't play for that team. I'm sorry.
Man, you know what, Crispy?
I'm still
that happened to
with
me
you.
one day.
Exactly, and nothing's wrong with that.
I was at
You
work.
can do whatever you want to do. I don't have a problem with it.
And I pulled up by Avis. There's Avis, and I had one of my stops were right there. And it was his name is actually Eric, but he goes by Erica now. And I rolled up there and I said, "Excuse me, sir, can you move your car?" And he goes, "I am not a sir." And I was uncomfortable. And I felt so bad that I did my whole route and I ended up calling Avis and asking for him and apologizing. Because
Her.
Yeah, her, because it's a her now.
Yeah. I just, you don't know what to say or what to do.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it is so,
And then it makes you look like an asshole when you do say something.
it is so out there
that's
now.
true.
Fucking bullshit.
But how are you supposed to? Okay,
Because that's what I'm saying. People should use those pronouns, like
But
what they
but
do.
no,
It's
he's
so,
a dude,
if
though.
it's
He's
so
a
out there,
dude.
right? It is so out there, and people want to be
That's
so
true.
open about it. How are you supposed to know if you've never met that person before?
Exactly.
And you say
How are
something
you
wrong
supposed
to
to know
them,
the pronoun?
then how am I
Okay,
supposed to know
Because
what?
they make all kinds of shit for that.
Yeah, but how if that person's not wearing a shirt that says "Call me
There's
this
little
day"?
buttons,
You know what I
there's all
mean?
kinds of shit.
I get that, but
Fuck
if they're
a
not
button.
wearing that, how
I'm
am I
not
supposed to
with you
know?
on a button.
If they're not wearing that, how am I going to know what to call them? And if I call them by the wrong thing, then I'm the asshole.
That's true. That's true.
Well, and I was the asshole because I said, "Hey, dude, can you move the car?" And he
Okay,
goes, "I'm not a
If you're
dude."
gonna put yourself out there, you should have to disclose what you are, or what if you're in a situation like that, you should be disclosing. Hey, I prefer to be called this. Hey, this is what I am. Blah blah blah.
I agree.
You should make it open if you want to put yourself out there. And because what happens in the situation, I say something, you get offended. Now I'm the asshole, and you make a scene about it. When you could have just came up straight and been like, "Listen, like." No, that's not what I am, blah, blah, blah. I'm this or that, you know what I mean? Cool. Or,
Here's my thing
announce that
is,
in the first one I talk to.
If I'm wrong,
Right.
if I'm calling you the wrong thing that I'm not supposed to be calling you, educate me.
You need to tell
Don't get mad at me. Don't belittle me because I'm not educated enough to know what you are or what you want to be.
Right.
I'm not doing this to be rude. It's because I'm just acting
You don't
off
know any
natural
better.
instinct. I don't know any better.
Nature, Christian.
So I'm calling you what off the grip. Like, I don't know. But I'm going to be nice to you if you tell me, hey, I don't want to be called this. I want to be this. I will respect you enough to call you what you want to be called and respect your wishes.
And I think
But don't
most people
belittle
in
me
this world
and not
would be willing to
educate
do
me
that.
on what
I
you
agree,
want to
Phil.
be.
But obviously there are some people out there that think it's wrong.
Right.
And I get it. Times change.
And I get
But at the
that
same
too.
time, Rome wasn't built in a day either. You can't come out and, want everything to change this day. It's not going to change this day. It takes generations to change. Look at grandparents nowadays. Grandparents versus younger kids nowadays are complete
completely
opposites.
different. I
And when
agree
they grow up to be old, they're going to have their
Inconsiderate.
views and maybe something be different
It
nowadays.
could be totally different.
Who's
I agree.
inconsiderate?
Oh yeah,
How are we inconsiderate?
I just think you're being inconsiderate.
George, what?
But if you educate us. If you feel like there should be a certain way, if
Yes.
they do not have
Because
a way,
I'm trying to, and you guys are just
if they do
shitting
not
on
have
it.
a way, if they do not have a way to identify themselves, how
honey,
am I
I
supposed
agree
to
with
know?
you. I like I said, I don't want to roll up in some club or whatever and be deceived.
That's different. Okay,
I get that. I totally get that. I don't think people should be deceitful
we're okay.
at all.
But if
So-
you're laid out there on the line, hey, this is okay. I'm no longer Eric.
Yeah, and I don't think people have to be disrespectful when they're
No,
explaining that. I get
definitely
that
not.
for
Definitely
sure.
not. But
No.
okay, so we were talking about two different situations. So if I'm out somewhere, just say I'm working or, I go to the gas station to get some beer. They say something, I don't know what they are, and I just slip and say,
Phil, they need to watch the crying game.
ma'am. I say ma'am.
Huh?
And they
I don't
say,
think I've ever watched the Crying Game.
Well, watch
I
it.
would like to be
wanna-
pronounced
movie?
as a
You want
man.
to talk about deceived? Watch the crying game. Am I wrong or
no
right?
person is
I
just
agree.
going to automatically know that. But the problem here comes when people want to be rude on purpose. They know that, say you see a man and you can tell that's a man and you can tell feels as though he's a woman.
Okay.
And you go out of your way to be a fucking asshole and call him a man. Hey man, what's up, man? Blah,
Well,
blah,
that's
blah.
bullshit.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That's
I don't
fucked
agree.
up.
Yeah, but
That is the problem.
But I
here.
don't see. I mean, I don't.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying is if you're messing up because you don't know, gender and shit like that is not something that is black and white pretty much anymore, especially this day
But
and
no,
age.
gender is a gender. Either you have a penis or you don't.
Yeah, I get that,
But the way you feel inside
yeah, exactly.
could not be.
Yeah. But if they want to feel like that, if they say, I want you to call me ma'am or call me sir.
Sure, whatever.
You should at least respect that just because
Thank
that's
you,
the
ma'am,
proper
for the
way
fries.
to treat somebody.
You do it.
And I think that's
You do it, yes.
Okay, I can do
But don't expect me to just automatically know when I don't know.
Christian, I
Talk
agree.
to me about it.
Yeah,
Teach
or
me
say,
about
hey.
it. Tell
I
me
think
what
that's
I
where-
need to
And
say.
I'm going to go back that I think that most people are not out to deceive other people.
No, most
you're
are
right.
open.
You're
Most
right.
are
You're right.
openly about it, but there
There
are.
are going to be some, and that's the same no matter what characterization that we give anybody.
Yeah.
There are going to be people that want to deceive people to make a point.
And there are. You're right, Phil.
But for the most part, most people just want to go out and live their lives.
That is
Yeah.
true. But like that's where I mean most people have to learn nowadays. Like, say I'm at the grocery store and I have a female, attendant, and you know what I mean. Instead of if she said something, how you would like growing up, how the way I grew up, thank you, ma'am, or something like that. You can't say that anymore.
I know,
You just gotta
and
say
it's
thank you.
uncomfortable.
I do.
Yeah, but then when
I
you say
still
it's
do it to
wrong, then
this
you get in
day.
trouble.
I
know
do
that's what I'm
too.
saying.
I
But
just said
that's where I
thank
think that's where I think they're expecting you to change your way and how you say things, basically to be neutral.
But that's not fair to the people that have always been taught to be respectful, to say thank you, ma'am, or yes, sir, or no, or yes, ma'am.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of
so
people
you're
are
just,
brought up.
you're just
No, a
thinking
lot
that
of
I'm a
people-
ma'am or I'm I'm
Right,
this
that's
or
what I'm
that.
saying. A lot of people were brought up that way. So if somebody accidentally calls you, you can't get upset. You just have to, tell them straight up.
You have to educate them.
Exactly.
That-
That's
but
what
too
I'm
many-
saying.
But
Yeah,
too
that's
many
what you're
people,
saying.
too many people that are in that type of, whatever, they get upset easily about it and they make a scene off of it instead of educating.
Karen,
That's the problem.
And
It's
they get
a give and
upset,
it's a give and
but-
take.
If somebody were to call you ma'am every single time they saw you, you would get upset about it.
Yeah, I get that. And I mean, I've had people call me, man. You've been on the phone and somebody calls you something different. You're like, whatever.
Oh, that happens to me
I have-
sometimes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't say anything about
Thank
it.
you, Mrs. Klein.
But at the
Okay,
same
shit,
time-
whatever.
You need to be a big enough person and say,
Yeah.
it's sir.
I could understand if somebody,
Whatever.
if somebody you knew or somebody that you see often does it to you, like you said, to be a dick, then yeah, you have the right to get upset. But if somebody you never
you can
met
tell
before,
when somebody's being a dick.
right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can
but a lot
tell.
of people get butthurt about little things.
You're right.
Anyway.
You're right.
I mean, you're going to get butthurt about every little thing that you say. I mean, that's not what this.
But here, can we
Country's
go
supposed
back
to be
to the
made up.
original thing? Can we go back to the original
What
question that I
are we
asked?
talking about the original thing?
Is if you went to
Collars
the
and
bar and you
leashes?
never met this person before, you were messed up. They were wearing a dress. You thought they were looking good. You were
Hot,
fucked
yeah,
up.
I get
you
it.
go home. They take their clothes off. They didn't say nothing to you. You realize they got a dick.
I'm pissed.
What are you doing?
I'm pissed.
You're fighting them.
You're probably just leaving. Why
I'm
would you
mad.
fight him? You're gonna
I'm-
catch him.
that's deceiving.
You're gonna catch an
and I don't
assault
think
charge?
Most people are doing that.
That has happened a lot.
That's true, but I have
No,
heard
it
of
does
that.
happen.
But I'm saying
sure it
that does
happens.
happen.
I mean, look at it. There's how many people that are lonely at the bar, older women or certain women wait to see somebody that's
I'm not
fine. And
saying
guys
it
do it
doesn't
too.
happen.
Not just women, guys do it too. They find they prey on people that are too fucked up, take them home, do what they do, whatever with them, and then you're like, you wake
This
up the next day
motherfucker
like,
sounds like he done been through it.
He has. I'm telling you, watch the crying game.
What'd you
Why
do
don't-
when you
why
got
don't you
back
take
to
a
that room
pause?
and she had a dick bigger than yours?
Why
Chris?
don't
I'm
you
saying
take
a
a
dick.
pause
I'm just
and
saying-
ask what's really going on here.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
we don't
you
pause
haven't
here,
you ever
Phil.
had to have a cougar try to pick you up late at night or something when you're at the bar when you're young? Maybe you not be into that, but you're fucked up and she takes you home and does what she wants with
Next
you.
thing you know, she's got
Normally, it's
meat and
just
two
a-
veg.
I mean, it's just an older woman that's really lonely.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying somebody's transgender in this
I
situation. I'm
plead
just
the
saying-
fifth on that question.
I'm just saying maybe somebody's bigger. You're fucked up. You don't realize how big they are. You go home and you get in them situations. You put yourself in that situation.
That's true.
I'm saying,
You almost have to realize, man.
But somebody preyed on your weakness and took advantage of you to do it. You should not let yourself get to that point where you.
So this has happened to Crispy.
That's also their weakness too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they preyed on you. They're like,
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
get this
saying.
motherfucker right here, right now.
They were just smart.
Look at him. He's lonely. He ain't got nobody.
I'm Mr. Low.
Hey, is that you, Tiger?
I have a serious question for you though, there, Phil.
Oh yeah. What's up?
In your not saying like your profession, in your professional, what is the biggest challenge you've had to overcome with like the times changing? And like, has it changed in the dynamic of
Well,
your
that's
place?
deep.
Where
I don't know if we should go into
well,
that.
no,
one,
I
but
want
you
to say
can.
like, how much harder is it for you to do your job with the people you deal with
it's really
situations?
2001 to 2020.
Mute it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
It is completely different.
I'm done
There's
with you.
been a push for the responsibility.
Yeah.
The responsibility has changed. No longer have the responsibility. People in charge of the do.
But that puts it makes it harder on you then,
Well, yeah.
because now that's an added thing you have to deal with daily on top of the other shit you already had to deal with.
Well, with the entire dynamic of parental shit, there is so much going on.
Yeah.
Parents do not raise their kids anymore.
So who's raising them?
It used to be before.
Phil, who's raising the kids then?
You know how many kids I see nowadays just get stuck with the fucking iPad and say go do whatever?
That's who's raising the kids then.
That's so sad.
That's our job. It used to be that we were not allowed to interfere with raising kids. Now, parents have spoken out because they don't want to raise their kids.
Oh!
And they want you to do
Preach,
their job.
motherfucker, preach.
To raise their kids.
That's what's fucked up. You went from
And we're not allowed. So we're not allowed to raise these kids, but the parents want us to raise these kids.
But you're being expected to.
yeah, so you're basically
Yeah.
put in a situation.
We're in a position
look-
that we cannot win.
Yeah, but look how many people there are people out there that go above and
You
beyond
heard it here first.
outside of the
I just want to
workplace.
say, last year, when we all went into shutdown, were gods.
Right.
And then when we started back up again in the fall, were the devil.
Note to self, he is not.
No, like I
just
said, I'll mute all
speaking.
that. Don't
They
worry.
do not want to go into the. They are so horrible because they don't want to our kids.
Oh, shit.
It switched within 3 months.
Yeah, because it's just a dynamic. But like I said, there are so many people that go out of their way that don't have to outside of the workplace to, there are people that actually tried to put in the effort outside of that
There are.
and make the person's lives better.
There are
but,
good parents that do
Right.
that.
But at the same time, then you're stuck in that situation because then you get in trouble for, you gave so-and-so a ride home the other day because they were stuck at the, after
Doesn't
football.
work that way anymore, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do that.
There are no
You're not to do
kids
that.
ride
Blah, blah,
home.
blah.
It doesn't happen.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Why?
you bought
Why
this
is
person.
that? Because you all want to sue us.
Right. Oh, you bought
Well,
you bought this person.
Hold on, no, not sue you guys, but or someone that it's all hearsay. The kid could sit there and go, "Well, Johnny Fudbunker touched me."
Right.
Johnny Funfucker
And that
touched
happens.
my pee-pee
That happens though, because
up in the front seat of the
I liked
Ford
it.
truck.
that happened
liked it.
that happened up in
He put me on a leash, and I like that too.
I think that happened at up in Mansfield. Up in Mansfield, I think it was somebody. I think it was a basketball coach or something like that.
Listen, man, my should take me home all the time.
That's what I'm saying. This guy, this coach, the kid did not have a ride home.
One bad apple
His parents
spoils
did
the whole
not,
fucking bunch,
Parents did not
bro.
give him a ride.
Bottom line.
The kid worked a job. So what did the coach do? He dropped him off at work every day after practice. So and then he would walk home because his work was right there.
That sounds like a really great guy.
Right, but then nowadays he got in trouble for that because the parents spoke out about it and they said this is bullshit. I don't want them doing this. And the kid was like,
need to pick his ass up.
right, but then the kid's sitting there defending the person that the coach or whatever. But then they're saying, oh well, your opinion doesn't matter. Your parents said this, so because you're 17 years old, we're not listening to what you said. Even though you said this never happened.
Hey, let's talk about this now. Let's talk about this.
Fucking parent.
Right.
I had this math teacher my freshman year, and I fucking videotaped for the girls' basketball team. She used to take me home all the time. There was nothing wrong with it.
You can't do that now, though. You have to find
And
a ride home.
besides, she was lesbian. She didn't like dick anyway.
Was she lesbian or was
she was lesbian.
But they're afraid of too
trans
much.
confused?
Her girlfriend coached another sport at school. It was just chill. Like, she was a good teacher. She liked me. I videotaped for it. I mean, she took me home and shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was nothing like that. She was a good teacher. Like, she was a good mentor.
Well, that's the thing.
Nothing ain't got to be sexual all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's the issue. Everybody wants the worst to happen.
They want a lawsuit. They want to win big.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And
everything's about money.
But look how many kids, like, a lot of people want to blame, they blame other things on why their kids are fucking up or doing wrong or whatever. You see kids going out here, 14, 15, 16-year-olds on the Columbus police Facebook, robbing people, robbing 50-year-olds, doing whatever. And then they want to turn around and blame it. They go, oh, well, it's because of the race of my kid, or it's because how my kid, whatever. It's not society. It's how you raised your kid. I wasn't raised to go do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I got in trouble when I did something dumb. And that's exactly what it is. You have to point the fingers at yourself if your kid does something wrong. You fucked up somewhere.
My ass if I ever did anything like that.
Exactly. And that's what
it was your fault.
But you
did
can't.
it.
You can't spank your child nowadays. Can't spank your child. That's frowned upon.
Shit, yeah,
you can't discipline them. Can't discipline them in any way. You get frowned upon. People call CPS because of that. You spank your kid. You can be. I know somebody that was in the store. Their kid was acting up, throwing a fit. They spanked the kid's butt. Somebody saw it, knew who they were, called CPS.
Jesus.
For spanking their kid, for acting out.
That shit's wild.
Well, shit, if you think you're going to have a better life in child protective services, then fucking call them that.
That's the worst part. And if you think about it, the system is so effed up. In like, you don't want to put your kid in CPS or, any foster home or anything like that. Your best option is with the parent. If the parent's fucking up, then I get it. There's nothing you can really do besides a family member or something. But they need it. That starts with you. If you lose something, you got to blame yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
If you ever been in that situation, if somebody came to you and, criticized your parenting, how would you feel?
Crispy, I rode my bike to practice. I had some of my coaches take me home from back in the day and shit. There was never a problem.
That was not the question I
thought that was the question. What was the question, sir?
I said,
come back
if
home.
somebody questioned your parenting style, how would you feel about it? Would you tell them to fuck off?
I'd tell them to fuck off in a heartbeat.
Nobody likes to be questioned. If somebody told me I was doing my daughters wrong,
that's the issue.
I would take offense to it.
A lot of people want to point the finger.
But I would not say it's somebody else's fault.
Right.
Don't pass the blame.
Everybody wants to point the finger, but when they do something wrong, they don't want to point it at themselves.
Society.
That's the whole.
This is going.
That's the whole cancel culture right now, though.
Fuck that, man. It's my fault.
You said something stupid back in 2012. It's been X amount of years, and you obviously don't say anything like that before.
You are fucked up.
But yeah.
And
you're wrong.
You shouldn't be raising kids.
That's true.
It's the weird society we live in, but too many people want to put the blame or tell somebody how to do something else. But when somebody tells them what they're doing wrong, they get pissed off.
Oh, they'll snap in a heartbeat.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Listen, every parent raises their kid differently. You parent towards the kid, if you know what I mean. You treat a different kid this way and you treat a different kid that way. You're not going to try to parent the same kid the same way. You can't because they're different.
All
They're different
kids
kids.
raised
like
the same
teaching.
way, and they're all
Just like teaching. You're right, kiddo. You can't do it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm sorry, Phil.
Do you remember the movie Parenthood?
Oh yeah, with Steve Martin.
Yeah. You need a license to drive a car. You need a license to catch a fish. They'll let any butt-creaming asshole be a
fucking parent. Absolutely.
Right?
And that's where a lot of kids end up with parents that are shitty because they just allow them. Like I said, my thing was,
I'm gonna tell you, if your mama ain't shit, your kids ain't gonna be shit.
if you're fucked up though, I
Unless
get that.
it's him.
But I'm saying like if you're
I
fucked
like
up,
that.
if you're a fucked up known drug
Phil's
addict,
got good kids.
if you're a fucked up known drug addict
You're
or
great,
something,
baby.
right? And you've had
They're still fucked up.
right. Say you had one kid and that kid got taken away. I feel like if you have not changed your lifestyle, you're still doing drugs or whatever, and you go and get pregnant again, and they test you positive for any type of drug, and they know you're doing it, and they're about to take the second kid. When they take that second kid, tie the fucking tubes, be done. No,
Right.
you don't get the option after that. You fucked up. You can try to get your 2 babies back in the future, and that's it. You no more having any more. In the
Well,
future.
Crispy,
I love
that's
that.
funny. Let me ask you
I
about
love
this, about
that.
you raising your
Okay.
daughter. How do you feel about you raising your daughter?
I mean, like I'm doing whatever the best I can. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
see, that's
it's,
it. The
but people
best
don't
you
understand.
can.
It's a lot harder than you think.
Ain't
of.
that what everybody
you get-
does for real?
What?
We try to do the
We
best
do.
that
You
we
do
can.
the best you can.
do the
Right, but
best you
I don't
can,
think
and that's
people.
the-
You really
that's-
don't realize how hard it is until you're in that situation.
Hey, that's
When
how.
you're like running around trying to figure shit out. You may not be the perfect parent all the time.
I mean,
No.
fuck.
She'll be one perfect parent.
Did you
There is
plan this shit, Tony? Did you plan them?
Fuck.
Was it exactly?
I mean, yes, I know.
So when the shit
Of
happens,
course.
you
For
do
one
what
to
you
two
gotta
other
do,
kids.
and you grow up, and you just
You
do
adapt
it.
and you
do
overcome.
it. You do the best that you
And my
can.
Right.
kids could not be any different than each other.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
they're
God.
they're their own selves though. Like,
Oh no, they are
They
all
have their-
three different.
they have their own
personalities.
personalities, but I mean, would I say, oh, you raised your kids wrong?
I
No.
look at my kid, and there's one of my kids right now that I would say, you were on the wrong path. And I raised them all the same way.
Which one?
No, hey, whoa, no
Don't
name,
do
sir.
that.
I'll bleep it out. Don't worry.
He'll bleep it
No,
out.
that's not the point.
I know, but still, that
But
yeah,
my kids are all different, and they could not be any differenter.
right.
Yeah.
And I am in a job and in a profession where I take care of other people's kids.
Yeah.
He walks women around with leashes.
Only if they ask for it.
But then that's the thing though, because you can't take that into your job and do the same thing you do at home,
And it's
because
hard.
then you can get in trouble.
It
Yeah.
is hard.
You can't. But you
Damn,
also
Griffey, your
can't sit
feet
there.
stink.
I've been.
Sorry.
That is not my feet, bud.
That's something.
But you also
It
can't.
is. It's something like that.
You also can't be.
You dare look at me.
But you also can't let a kid or a person sit there and yell at you and sit in front of multiple people
Absolutely not.
and treat you like shit. You
And I
have to put
can't-
your foot down at some point.
I can't let failure adjust how I think things should be done.
Right.
Phil, that's not your fault. That's
I get that, but you can put.
Yeah, it's their parents.
But at the same time, he feels. Do you not take that home though and feel like
I
you
do
may
feel it.
you
and
may
I
sit
feel
there.
it 100%.
Right, you may sit there and you're like, man, I'm trying everything I can to get this person on track. I'm trying everything I can possible to push this person through and get
the
him
only thing it
get him
does
set
for
on
me-
life. But then you take that stress home, and then when he fails, you feel like a failure.
And the only thing that it does is what else is going on in this kid's life.
Right,
That's the only thing I think.
and you'll never know.
And I'll
But
never know. And I try to figure it out, but I can't let that affect how I want to raise my kids.
Yeah.
right,
or how you either
And
or
how
whatever.
this episode's gonna have a lot of bleeps in it, huh? Tom?
It could be. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just rough. Like, not like I said, not even your professions, but your home life. People think it's a cakewalk, and I get it. It's not easy on some people.
Oh, my home
And
life
you never-
this year has been a shit
Right, and you never know what somebody else is going through. So, like,
That's for another episode coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can't really judge. You can't really judge another person's home life and what they're going through.
If you do that, you'll make yourself miserable.
Right, and
if you're going to worry about what the fucking Joneses are doing or how you're trying to keep up and do this and that.
Yeah, but if
you can't do that.
If my neighbor's kid was running around the fucking street all the time, parents aren't even home, and their kid's just running around wild in the neighborhood expecting somebody else's parents to watch them, you're gonna judge that person. But if that motherfucker came to me and said,
I would never do that.
But if that motherfucker came to me and said, "Oh, I don't like the way you're raising your kid,"
judge somebody.
Right, but I'm saying if that person came to me, because this actually does happen, like this is a real.
How long did I live across the street before you said hello?
For a little bit.
This was a real
2
thing.
years?
Like, this was a
real thing. I know,
real
we're
thing.
just fucking around a little bit.
No, I'm saying, but this was a real thing where somebody, like, tried to tell me how to parent, yet you're fucking, but yet you don't even parent
Who
your
the
own
hell
kid.
tells Big Chris how to parent?
No, it's just like, if you're not parenting, if you're not parenting your own kid.
Christopher Walken, why
say
don't,
something?
you don't teach me how to parent over here, okay? Why?
Right, but that's like saying me coming from my job, going to your job, and me telling you how to do your job. I'd be like, Tony, you're doing this wrong.
Yeah, there'd be an issue.
Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly what it is. But people don't see it that way. They think they can just go point the finger out and say whatever the fuck they want, whenever they want, because they think they're right. But low down, they don't know.
Crispy, can I throw something out for you real quick right now? He who is without fault should cast the first stone, brother. You know, that's it. You know.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Oh, shit, we're going with the Tonyisms.
Oh, here we go. They come up every now and then.
I think we need to wrap this motherfucker up.
Wrap it up.
You gotta work tomorrow.
You got another 20 minutes in you, don't you?
Hey, Colombini don't have to work tomorrow.
We got to hear that.
I ain't gotta work till the afternoon, but I know Crispy's gotta work early.
I do got to work.
He's got about 3 bells to read.
It's almost 12,
It's almost
actually.
midnight.
Yeah.
Almost midnight?
Yeah, it's pretty late.
After midnight.
You want to tell us one of your famous jokes?
I just told
to
you
set
one
it off?
earlier.
Hey,
I know we need
gotta
another,
get
either
home
the
to-
Irish bottle one or
We
the...
gotta get home to take out Big Bub.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can remember it. I think I already gave you the one about the... there's this Irish man. And he's on the beach. He finds this bottle. And he rubs it. Goes home. The genie pops out and he goes, "Hey, lads, you can have anything you want. Anything you want." And the guy goes, "Well, I'd just love to have the best bottle of whiskey every night and every day and just drink it every night." He goes, "Wish granted." So he goes home and sets up a couple glasses for him and his wife. And he goes, "Well, here's 2 glasses of whiskey for you and for me. Every night we're going to have this, the best Irish whiskey ever." She's like, "Oh, thank you so much." So they take the shot. And they do that for a couple days in a row. And one night he comes home and there's only 1 glass in the bottle. And his wife goes, "Well, where's my glass?" He goes, "Well, you're drinking from the bottle tonight."
I think we forgot to add that he pisses the whiskey.
Oh, geez. I told that one, didn't I?
I think you just skipped a little part.
I did. I did what I wanted to be.
He's been drinking a little bit of a whiskey tonight himself.
Don't you judge me. We're going to edit this one, and then I'll come back on another day and tell that joke again.
Oh, we'll figure it out. But anyway, since it's getting late,
All right, so there's this other guy that comes in. No, I'm just
Anything you have to say, Tony?
Phenomenal outside episode of the Colombini Garage.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Phil in the background.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely do a longer
Fucking
episode.
phenomenal.
We have to get you guys together on a longer episode.
Absolutely.
Hey, we
I
got
really
this
enjoyed
whole
myself
football
tonight.
season coming up.
We do. I got a new TV coming and a new refrigerator. As soon as that guy drops it off his truck.
As soon as that crackhead picks it up from the house.
Hey, why don't you hit us? Why don't you hit us up when you get that set up in 2024?
Oh, fucking Klein. Go
Anything
ahead,
you
kiss
have
my-
to? Any last words you have to say, Tony?
Phil, anything you want to say? He's speechless.
He just wants to let everybody know that he would never have a bitch on a leash. That's all he wants to say.
Hey, don't judge me for my preferences. If she comes to me wanting to be on the leash, shit.
Big
No, I just appreciate you guys having me back on. It was definitely fun. And I can't wait for the next
Hey,
one.
he'll be back. This
We need to
summer's
have
gonna
another-
be crazy.
We need to have another 2-hour special like we did last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Short
Yeah,
podcast today.
yeah.
I would like to say thank you to Mr. Colombini and Phil himself for
And
being on
thanks
the
to
podcast.
Phil, who wants to be anonymous.
Yeah, I did appreciate your insight, and that's something people need to hear. I mean, I think
for sure.
a lot of people, can take the parts of what you maybe have said and realize, like, hey, maybe that's the truth, that people don't know what's going on.
Right.
Because I know I personally have a lot of younger friends in the same, profession that are just graduating and stuff like that and getting into it, and maybe that's something they need to know. Because you
Chris,
can't drag yourself
agree.
down.
I agree 100%.
Christian, anything you have to say?
100%.
Yeah. As I leave you guys today, I just want you guys to know that yes, I was grabbing some ass over at the graduation party, and I don't want no fucking comments about
Oh,
it.
yeah, one more
I
time.
done
was
heard about it
hands deep.
all night.
I will before we
Man
go
was
out.
squeezing that
Yes.
shit like a stress
I
ball.
was grabbing a little bit of ass. Hey, I mean, I like what I was seeing, and that's my girl. And I
We
mean,
give a little big
that's
shout
how
out
it
for CC
goes.
for graduating.
Yeah,
Shit,
shout out
yeah.
to CC for graduating. Any
Hey,
CC
this
friends
motherfucker
listening.
was so excited about cake in the room, and then he was
Hey.
mad about me for grabbing some cake in real life.
She mentioned the cake, and that cake was
Who don't
pretty
like some
fucking
cake?
bomb.
Yeah, who would like
Exactly.
to grab a little cake?
Especially when you're about 6 drinks deep, that cake tastes good.
I didn't even see it.
Hey, I enjoyed
They ate it all.
I enjoyed Melody's
Phil.
cake.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Hey, I wasn't the one that came out here and showed it off.
You can't even slice that cake. You can't even get a piece of that
Hey,
cake.
like my old supervisor used to say, you wouldn't even know what to do with that.
Bullshit. Anyways,
That's
Rachel,
what he used to say to me.
any comment on your...
Crispy be like, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Ooh, what do I do? Where's your leash?
Where's the bells on that
Where's the,
leash?
I need something.
I want to hear you walking in the house.
I don't know about
No,
that.
but I'm going to shout out again. Thank you, boys, for having me back on again. I definitely appreciate it. It was always a good time. Always enjoy it. Phil, thanks.
Boys.
Hey, we had a great time. We're going to go ahead and end this shit with the song of the day. What's that song of the day, Big TC?
We'll go ahead and go with Surface's Sunday Best.
We'll get it. We appreciate y'all for listening.
Good night, babies.
I did forget to mention merch at noaconlyfans.com.
Hey, check
Don't
us
forget to hit the
out.
merch store. Like, subscribe. Follow us on all of our socials. The link tree, whatever. Facebook, however you want to find it.
Don't play the song?
You got it. You got any socials
Damn
that
straight
you want
you
them to
got
follow you on,
anything.
Cody?
You want to follow me?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
down
you
on
got
the
us all.
Facebook and Mr. Tony
TeamBadMotherfucker.com.
Colombini.
No.
I'll put your Facebook up on the podcast.
No, you don't
We
have
got
to do
that
that.
now if you've been watching.
Oh, I have, but we don't have to do that.
All right. Anyway, song of the day, Sunday's best. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next Friday.
Good night, babies.
Night.